Hey, so you're wondering if buying the Breath of the Wild DLC will be worth it. You and I are both worried about this for sure, I can tell. But let me ease you on the idea and we can evaluate this like a sane human being. Or else we can pretend to be an elf if that helps. But what this expansion pass is bringing is it's having 3 different releases staggered throughout this year, where we'll be getting additional content to come and replay this game. Now you might be wondering, why are they letting us know about this before the game is released? That is something I'm questioning myself, because when they released DLC for Mario Kart 8 back in August of 2014, Mario Kart 8 came out in May. When they released the DLC, they announced it 3 months later. Now why didn't they do the same thing for this? They feel probably that they can get a lot more people to buy it initially while they're still playing the game, which makes sense. If you know about DLC as the game comes out, you're probably more likely to buy it. And I don't see too much wrong with that, besides the fact of why didn't you just package it with the original game in the first place? Did Nintendo feel that there was enough content to justify adding DLC on top of it? And that is something that is going to have to be judged mainly on your own opinion. Now, I definitely will be buying the DLC, mainly because I will be streaming it, and if you don't want to buy it, you should definitely come by and check out our stream. We will be playing this live on March 3rd, so definitely come take a look at that when that happens. But in the first little tidbit that comes out when you first buy the game and you play it on release day, you're able to get some treasure chests that pop up inside the Great Plateau. I know, that's going to be interesting. They'll have some cool items, probably some cooking stuff, and items to help your character gear up even more. And there'll also be some exclusive in-game clothing, one of them being a Nintendo Switch shirt for Link to wear. Now, I'm not sure if this shirt is actually going to look better than his original shirt, but we'll try it on, we'll see how it looks, and we'll probably go back to that blue shirt, because that looks pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really cool. In the first part of real DLC, besides cosmetics and stuff, we're going to be getting a new Cave of Trials challenge, which we don't really know too much about what the Cave of Trials challenge is really going to be doing for us, but if it's something along the lines of adding a good chunk of playtime, like maybe an hour, that'll be really cool. There'll also be a new hard mode, so I'm wondering if this is going to be hero mode for Breath of the Wild. That alone would probably make the DLC worth it, more or less, because who doesn't like to challenge themselves? I know I do. And then an additional map feature, which we already see a bunch of interaction on the map through being able to walk everywhere that we can possibly see. Now that's really cool. Whether or not this is going to be another enemy, another bridge type thing that we can interact with, or something along the lines of just another little area to explore, we'll find out, but it was definitely noteworthy enough to add in the DLC pack. That one, it comes out in summer, so we'll have to wait just a handful of months to get that one. And the second DLC pack of the real type DLC will be coming out in holiday season, so probably November, December, so that people, when they get it for Christmas, they'll be able to have the full package ready. There'll be a new original story, a new dungeon, and additional challenges. Now, I don't know if that means additional Cave of Trials challenges, or if they'll just be challenges that are, like, done in the wild through other people asking you to do stuff, like, go find people to buy my masks. That's a type of challenge that I'm sure we might see something similar in that, or just random mini trials that aren't going into shrines. And the new dungeon, I'm actually going to look forward to. I know it's weird. Why look forward to a new dungeon when you haven't even played the game yet? And I'll let you know that it's because I like content, you know? I'm not going to lie. I definitely enjoy that. Now, for $20, this is definitely quite a bit. And with the DLCs that Nintendo has come out with in the past, I'd say it's really good, because I definitely played quite a bit of the Mario Kart 8 DLC, and they priced that at $12. That was a lot of content they added to Mario Kart 8 for just $12. So I'm excited to see how much more fun that this can add to the game. But honestly, if you think about it at a time where you work an hour and you can make $20, or say it takes 2 hours to make $20, if this game can at least bring back those 2 hours of fun with just this content alone, I'd say it's definitely worth it. Now, should you buy the DLC? That I'm going to leave up to you. You can definitely wait. It's not like the DLC will ever go away. I can see some people waiting because they don't feel like buying it at launch. They feel that cosmetics aren't going to be doing anything for them, and I understand. By the time holiday rolls around, I'm sure you'll have an extra $20 to spare, because if you bought it at launch, it'll be all good. And I do want to note that this will be on both the Wii U and the Switch. They are having the DLC on both consoles, so you don't have to worry about which console you have it on. One major thing that Nintendo wants us to realize with this is that they want us to play the game more. And I understand that. You know, having a repeat customer come back and play the game over periods of time is definitely something big. And so I could see this being really good because it gives us a reason to come back to it after we initially played it at another point in the future. For those that don't stream, which is probably most of you watching, it's something where you can come back and play the game again and really get your money's worth. Because hard mode will give you another reason to play through the game in of itself, and then having a new original story and a dungeon later in the year as well, that's something that's definitely going to be big for everyone. And so again, at the end, I do want to reiterate that the DLC is definitely worth it. Nintendo does price their DLC content that they have done very fairly in the past. I see that happening for this one as well. And definitely subscribe if you want to see us live stream this, as well as for daily news until its release. And until next time, everyone, peace!
Open your eyes.